Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. So this clip, it's been all over my FYP the past few days. And oh my god. They are saying this lady should receive the Rage Bait Award of 2025 because all she did was say a couple of words. She said, your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before. And that got the alpha of all alphas. I don't even want to use the word crashing out. To be honest, I was surprised. A lot of things don't surprise me, but I was surprised. I was like, what? What's going on here? Anyway, don't let me destroy it. Let's get in there.
So this man built his whole brand on trash-talking women with a past. But guess what? He went home and married one. Yep, the red pill dude who screams that single moms are low value and divorced women are used goods just got exposed for having a wife with 2 ex-husbands and 3 baby daddies. The same category of woman he tells his followers to never touch is literally sleeping in his bed every night. And when the girl he was debating said it out loud, oh, he lost it. I'm talking pacing, yelling, breathing like he just ran uphill in flip-flops. But funny thing is, he never said she was lying. Not once, because she wasn't. He wasn't mad she said it. He was mad the internet finally heard it. See, his whole alpha act depends on pretending he lives the life he preaches. Meanwhile, he's out here giving TED Talks on female purity while being married to the exact woman his audience clowns every day. That's why he spiraled. Not from disrespect, but from being exposed as a fraud. Instead of using the moment to tell his followers, hey, a woman's past doesn't define her, he chose to throw a tantrum like his masculinity had a dead battery. He wanted to be the leader of the purity police, but ended up revealing he's just another dude who talks tough online and lives a completely different story offline. The truth is simple. He doesn't hate women with a past. He just hates admitting he married one.
Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before.
And you...
Under your religion,
He didn't think this was going to come out. And I don't know how this lady found out about this. And, the whole thing is just crazy. Even his wife had to come on to defend the whole situation, which made it even more crazier and got more people talking even more. And she didn't expect him to react the way he reacted. And it felt like he was going to crawl over that table and, put hands on her or something. And I'm like, where's the emotional control? What's going on here? Are alphas not supposed to be in control of their emotions? Oh my God. All it took was that coming out. And, the other thing, I saw this guy saying if he hadn't reacted the way he reacted, this thing wouldn't have gone viral. Because I'm sure they've had several debates with so many women and they've said so many, things. But this one stood out. And he said something in the lines of the lady shouldn't talk about his family. But the truth of the matter is he's the same guy who's been preaching about single mothers being low value and divorced women being used goods. And so the lady is like, but your wife, and that is what triggered him and got him crashing out. And that is the whole situation going on, because it turns out your wife falls under that category, the same category that you keep telling all these men to avoid, and that is what got people coming for him. And he didn't like it because he's been exposed. Anyway, let's get in and leave your thoughts in the comments.
Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before and is 5 years older than you would be the best comeback of 2025. See him? Cooked. Then you have his followers who are crying in videos talking about, yeah, she just had to take a low blow because she was losing. No! Are you blind? Do you have selective sight or selective hearing? She said it because she had to show you fools who chose not to listen that his actions are not aligning with his words. He is very much so not a traditional man. In fact, he has a blended family with a wife that's older than him. taking care of other men's kids. And to be clear, there is nothing wrong with dating older women, dating a woman that has kids, stepping up and being a stepfather. Nothing. But if that is what you're preaching to people, that they should be against those things, and you're living that life, busted. Checkmate. Living the life you're telling other men is not desirable is wild.
If my wife had 3 baby daddies and 2 marriages before me, I definitely wouldn't be mad at the podcaster I was arguing with about traditional values.
If I'm going to advise somebody, if I were to tell a man, right, is it a good idea in 2024 to get together with a single mom if another choice was viable? The answer is definitely no.
I'm telling you guys all this so that when these stupid bitches level this criticism, I'm not saying I'm perfect. Clearly, I was dumb. I miscalculated. I had issues and problems that made me do these things. But do I have 5 kids by 3 guys? Yes, I do.
So the same hoary little tart you tell your followers to steer clear of, Andrew Wilson, is the same hoary little tart that you married? Bro, brother. I typically try to stay away from this red pill bullshit, but somebody sent me this in my mother DMs and I have to address it. First of all, I want to say, Charlie, Queen, you did the out of that. Back to Andrew. So your wife was married twice before and has 3 baby daddies, and this is coming from a man who said that single mothers are low value and that divorced women are used goods. Oh, brother. And if we're going with your logic, sir, then your wife is all of the above, and I love that for you. The thing that got me was the fact that because he could not logically defend his wife in her ways, he decided to stoop so low as to call Charlie a stupid bitch. He told her she licks schniz. He couldn't properly defend his wife because there was no way to defend her based on his views and values. He decided to go to name calling. Well, here's the kicker. Andrew actually called his wife, and she spoke to Charlie, and she tried to demean and belittle Charlie, telling her that, hey, you don't sound like someone who is educated, and you also don't or seem like you're upset because you lost the debate. And where did you get the idea that I'm promiscuous? Well, babes, based on your husband's views and his logic, you are promiscuous because you are twice divorced with 3 baby daddies. So considering what he likes to say on the internet, the World Wide Web, you are promiscuous. So babes, that's where she got it from, honey. Regardless of Andrew being exposed as a fraud, I know this won't change shit when it comes to the manosphere or this red pill bullshit that they spew out, but I do enjoy the fact that the opposing is fighting back and they're bringing facts instead of bullshit outdated statistics that don't even matter in the year 2025. What matters is, Andrew, you married a woman who you deem promiscuous based on your logic and viewpoints. But I'll leave that there for you, sir. Bye, TikTok!
What's funny, too, is he literally calls up his wife to fight for him. He's gonna stand there and say shit like men are the alphas and then he's like, but honey, tell her she sniz. Like, are you good, dude? Your argument, your whole persona fell apart so significantly in one video.
Where did you get the idea that I'm promiscuous? I spent my entire adult life only in 3 long-term committed relationships, one of which is a, almost 20-year relationship with Andrew. Now we're like 18 years in.
She gets on the phone and immediately tries to insult Charlie's intelligence. You do not sound like a person with a college education. Like, girl, your husband just panic dialed you mid-meltdown. Relax. Then she tries to explain away the 3 baby daddies by saying she had 3 long-term relationships. Rachel, please hear me clearly. Nobody cares. Your past is fine. The problem is that your husband made it a whole personality trait to shame women with your exact same past. I mean, your husband said it best. In his world, you would not be the first choice of someone to marry. And with all that nonsense he just said, this dude goes out and marries someone that doesn't just have 1 baby daddy, but 3 baby daddies. Brother is cooked.
Saying your wife has 3 baby daddies and was married 3 different times while sitting there with a cold, straight face has to be the greatest comeback of all time. This man was so stressed that he started making up random words. He started stuttering and making up random words. Imagine you are going into work, right? And you're thinking that you're going to just tear somebody apart. You're thinking, oh, I got away with this a few times, so it's going to happen again. And then you come against the one, right? And the fact that he tries to come back after the argument, she's like, Andrew, you're embarrassed. Like, oh. These red pill men are selling young men a lie. These red pill men are selling men a lie in general. Instead of telling men, hey, grow up, work hard, gain some emotional balance. People need to realize these red pill guys were the losers in school. And they're just trying to live through other young men. They don't even practice what they preach.
You need to understand that men like Andrew Wilson are in the reaction people are having to him getting humbled on his own show. That is the epitome of your movement and why we all laugh at you. Right? Because the insecurity on stage, the ability to get rage baited that quickly, the fact that you are so unable to control your own emotions that you can be that easily manipulated into damn near assaulting a person, because that man was so angry, I am surprised he didn't jump over the table, and I think the only reason he didn't is because he was on camera. Had that man been behind closed doors, I don't trust what he would have done. Because that's the thing you people really don't get, and I am saying you people because you are not men. You are immature boys at best. You have yet to leave the playground and you cannot grow up out of it. That's the problem. You men in your 30s and 40s and you're in these 50s, you red pill men who have abused women for most of your life, yet you want to try and wring out all these sob stories because you see, you tell everyone the stories about how women have done you wrong, but you conveniently leave out all of the years of abuse that you committed against women, because I'm going to tell you this right now. The average woman does not want to leave a 20-year marriage. Right? The average woman does not want to leave a partnership she has invested in for 20 years. So why don't you actually start admitting some of your own faults? Because what these men are doing, they are attacking our young men. The amount of videos I have seen of grown men going on Omegle and going into chat rooms to intentionally talk to younger men to try and corrupt them and change them to be hateful people. That is the problem of all of this, is that not only are you hateful, immature, and unable to regulate yourself in any way, shape, or form, you can read all the philosophy you want to. You can act like a stoic man, right? You can be buff. You say you have discipline because you go to the gym frequently, but you don't work on yourself, period. If you can be upset that easily, no amount of discipline is going to make you grow up from that, right? So that's the thing we've really got to get to the core of, is that when you are this deep in these movements, we don't care. When you bring up things like, oh, what about men's mental health? Hey, bud, you can work on your own mental health. Well, women don't care about men's mental health. Women are terrified to leave their houses to go grocery shopping. Women are terrified to interact with men, period, because of the violent outbursts we are continually seeing. Just this past week, a young woman lost her life because a man twice her age was jealous of her and beat her to death at work at 6 in the morning. All right. So you want to know why people do not take anything you say seriously? Why women especially have such a negative view of men, and why women are so terrified of men? Why they always say, oh, I'll choose the bear over a man? Because of men like Andrew Wilson. Because he only exists because other men are not holding him accountable. So if you want to end up like a man, like being a man like Andrew Wilson, you want to end up being a weak man who in his 40s and 50s cannot even control his own anger over someone making a comment at him. While he's being recorded, he knew this was going to be posted, and he still did it. All right? So you want to be taken seriously? Grow the fuck up and start being an actual man. Start taking accountability for yourself and for the other men around you that you consider some of your closest friends, but you won't even speak up and say something to them when they say something horrendous, when they say something racist, when they say something sexist, when they actively go out of their way to inflame other people and make other people's lives worse. And you won't say something to him? I thought that was your closest friend. So now you are in the same boat as him.
And what's crazy is that if he had not reacted or overreacted in the way that he did, most people would not have even seen the video. Him crashing out is really what made the video go viral in the first place. Because bottom line, Charlie didn't even really say anything mean about his wife. She stated just facts, and she did it in a very calm and collected way. And yeah, he just felt embarrassed. But I think what's more important is that she shed a light on a lot of these like red pill type of podcast guys. They love to preach an ideology that they themselves do not even live by.
This one, I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it at all. But yeah. But this one takes the cake for me. I think this is the one for the year, although the year is not ended yet, so maybe something else will come out. And as for that lady, oh, I love her. I don't know her, the way she delivered it. And then she sat there, she was like, I don't even understand what you're saying. I was like, yes, what are you even talking about? I just said this and look at you. Flying all over, your emotions everywhere, calling me all sort of names, insulting me. All I said was this. Why are you triggered? Why are you acting out of control? Why are you embarrassing yourself? What is going on? Use your words. What are you doing? This is crazy. And she sat there very calm, very gentle. She wasn't going to do the back and forth because she allowed him to talk. But the moment she started talking, all hell broke loose. But the thing is, this is not the first time. I remember when that Fresh and Fit situation came out with that lady who got pregnant for one of them or something like that, and people were talking about it at the time. Was it last year or the year before? I don't know. If you're going to do things like this and point finger at certain types or certain groups of women, then you have to come correct. That's all we are saying. You have to come correct too. You can't say men shouldn't go with ex-workers or women who are ex-workers are run through and then end up with an ex-worker. Like, do you understand? You can't say like men shouldn't marry women with children and then end up with a woman not only does she have children by other men, but she's been married twice and she has 3 baby daddies. When somebody finds out and they start talking about it, you are, oh my God. And the other thing I keep thinking about is his wife and kids. What is going on in their house? Because the way this man is always angry, like calling women B words and stupid and dumb, is it the regular thing that happens in your house? Why are they always angry? For men who preach about having emotional control and women are so emotional and so on and so forth, you guys, something is not adding up somewhere. I don't know, but it's just, sometimes it's hard to even watch them. That's why, to be honest, even when I see their videos on TikTok, I scroll. Because they're always angry. They are insulting. They are always insulting women. You invite the women onto your show, and then they come on your show for you to insult them. It's like you always want a punching bag. You want someone to punch, someone to lash out at. And I don't understand. Is it the same that goes with the women in your lives? Is it because the women, you can't do those things to the women in your lives? Because I find it hard to believe that you are not behaving like that around them. That's all I'm saying. And with this coming out, someone go check up on them. I know the lady came defending him, but still, I don't know. My mind is going all over the place. Are those kids okay? Anyway, I hope that it'll get to a point they invite women and the women don't go anymore. Any woman they call out to, the women don't come. They don't come. Debate amongst the other men. I'm praying for that moment to come where they send out these invitations and these women are seeing all these things enough. They are doing their research enough, because I don't know if they are getting paid for it. Maybe that's why they go. But just don't go. Okay? Anyway, I'm going to leave it here and I'll see you again in another one. Take care of yourselves and one another. Bye.